Really excited about this young group. We need games. We need experience. It's the only way you can get it. And to this point, we've been fortunate enough to fight through some adversity and find a way to win.
Welcome everyone to a Pac-12 chat. I'm Andy Katz, pleased to be joined by Wayne Tinkle, head coach Oregon State. And Wayne, saw you a couple weeks ago at the Pac-12 Media Days, and you were very optimistic, cautiously optimistic with this group. Off to a 3-0 start, 2-0 against Division I. You got Portland State, and then I will see you next week in Portland. You open with Duke in the Phil Knight Invitational. So it just keeps going. It gets harder and harder. But more importantly, winning games that really you should win. Those are the games that you should win and not have trouble with. Last year, there were some bumps early in the season.
Sure.
How do you feel about this group taking care of business here early in the season?
Well, it's been great, especially as young as we are. As somebody said, we're the youngest team in America. To be learning lessons early, but not having them cost you wins is crucial. And then, as we say, the price of poker goes up. You've got to start to correct some of those errors. But really excited about this young group. We need games. We need experience. It's the only way you can get it. And to this point, we've been fortunate enough to fight through some adversity and find a way to win.
What's been the adversity?
Just the youthfulness. We've got a couple of injuries in our backcourt. Christian Wright and Justin Rochland haven't appeared in a game yet. Two guys that we thought would make an impact. We're playing a lot of young guys, and then teams. Tulsa came in, was up 16 at half. We came back and went on a hell of a run to close that one out. Not playing some good basketball in spurts, but this has been a resilient group, finding a way to get back on page and get it done.
We're seeing around the country, there have been plenty of upsets against teams perceived to be, at a lower level. You've experienced that.
For sure.
So you just brought this up about sort of learning without having those kind of losses. What's that like to go through, because you have gone through that?
It's tough, but I tell you, you look at the portal and you look at kids transferring down, really good players transferring up. It's really balanced. There really is not a big, huge change between mid-major, high major. So you do have to take care of business, but it's tough because the challenge is, where do you go from here this early?
After Portland State, guaranteed you're going to have 3 high-level games, beginning with Duke. And this is going to be good for this group to really boom, 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 3 games in 4 days, regardless of results. A week from Monday, so on Monday, November 28th, when it's all said and done, what do you hope your group learns from that experience?
Well, I think what we've told them early on is, as we play really tough competition, the mistakes that we've been making, not getting back on D, not matching up, getting sloppy offensively, it's going to cost you games. And so when we get to that, and it could this Saturday against a game Portland State team, we don't want to learn. Let's learn those lessons here in practice, and we're giving you the blueprint, and then carry it to the game. So hopefully you can win some of those. Obviously, we got our hands full, and we're not looking past Portland State, but Duke's got tremendous size. They've got some youth too, but really talented team. We've got to not play perfect, Andy, but let's do all the things that we work on from July until now for as long as we can in the 40-minute game. And we'll take our chances. And so we're going to want to see that kind of growth, playing close to as 40-minute a game as possible with what we've told our guys they need to do. That'll be the challenge.
When you were at Montana, obviously, you won tournaments. You won the Pac-12 tournament to get to the Elite Eight 2 years ago. In a tournament like we're going to see next week in Portland, and I know it's early in season versus postseason, but still, what are the keys to coaching and managing a team when game after game after game, it's, high level competition, it can have a sudden death feel. What's that like to navigate?
Well, the big thing is the mindset of your guys. And I probably made a couple mistakes at Montana where, I let the celebration after we won the Big Sky Championship get under my skin because I wanted them to stay focused on what was next, and maybe put a little too much pressure on our guys going into those games. Whereas, we go up there, we don't have to be Supermen. We have to play for 40 minutes the way we're supposed to play and lean on each other. And then you need some guys to have some great, performances, but don't get them wound up too tight. just go play hard. Don't step out of what we do as a team, because that's what brings the discomfort and the doubt. And then you get knocked on your fanny. Do the things that we work on in practice every day. Do it for 40 minutes and you'll give yourselves a chance.
I know you're not going to be in your own beds the whole time, but playing these games in the state of Oregon over the next couple of weeks, how can that also help this young group, not having to deal with all the travel aspect, widespread travel, I should say, or getting on a plane, that at least they can sort of deal with this without having to have that aspect.
Yeah, I think that could be a key point. Now, we do have a lot of first-year guys, so it will be out on the road, but the comfort, we're going to see a lot of our fans there. We'll see a lot of orange and black, I hope. And I think that will put them in a position where they can hopefully be a little more relaxed heading into those battles. But we can't let that relaxation turn into lack of effort. We still got to play our tails off. But the big thing will be, hey, we don't have to be Superman. Let's just do what we do every day in practice for 40 minutes. We'll give ourselves a shot.
Awesome, Wayne. And I will see you next week in Portland.
Have a good one, buddy. All the best. Go Beavs.